Yo, what's up boys, and welcome to a very interesting video. One of the most interesting things people find on the internet about YouTube and Twitch personalities is how much money do they make. People always wonder that, and when, for example, donation amounts are leaked for bigger streamers like Summit, Soda Pop and shit like that, people throw tantrums like, how are these guys making tens of thousands of dollars or even hundreds of thousands of dollars from people donating to them? I kind of get it why people are curious as to how much these people make, because no one really knows except the person who is making that much money. So that's something I'm going to be talking about in today's video. The reason I'm going to be talking about it is because recently people have been playing the whole, oh, YouTube's not paying me as much money now, guys, I'm going to set up a Patreon, or I'm going to set up a Game Wisp or a GoFundMe, and kind of playing that card in return to gain money from their fans, which I find kind of weird. I've seen a lot of YouTubers who are bigger than me doing that. It's kind of weird. So I'm just going to open up this nice tab right here, boom, and we're going to have a look at that, guys. Common misconception is that I can't actually show you how much money YouTube pays me, but we're going to be going through it all today, because why not, right? I'm all about transparency. You guys know I made the PsiSyn, back when it was called PsiSyn, exposed video and talked about that. People say because it was going to be revealed anyway, I was going to be exposed whether I did it or not, but I don't think I would have, so I just did it because I wanted to be transparent after a while. So I thought I'd be transparent about earnings on YouTube, and whether you think, I don't know, it shouldn't really come as a shock really to anyone, but whatever you think of it, that's cool. But anyway, we're going to go over to our estimated revenue. I've only been with my new network for a few months now, so I can only show you guys all the way back to November. But obviously for recent times, I haven't uploaded too much, or as much as I'd like to, because I've been moving back to England, which is where I'm right now. I'm in beautiful England, hence the reason when it's cold. It's kind of cold. But either way, as you can see, this brings us all the way back to November. You guys constantly tell me, Lewis, your channel's dead, kill yourself. And all those nasty words. But this, of course, it's starting, or the part right here is over in the current month in April, and like I said, it brings us back to November, which really, when you think about it, how long is that? I think it's 6 months, right? Yeah, this is 6 months right here, so 55,000. Which isn't really too bad, and obviously there's portions taken out of that and stuff like that. But really, I guess the end, the maths I guess you can do to work out how much money someone roughly makes on YouTube is just take their views and triple it or double it, and you'll get roughly how much money that person has earned from their YouTube videos. It's pretty simple. Of course, YouTube revenue is all through ad revenue, which isn't harmful in any way. Some people are like, fuck you, I'm using ad blocker. But it's very different to, you know, Patreon, Twitch, where it's bits, donations, subscriptions. It's all through the user giving them their money. Whereas with YouTube, it's just them giving you their time kind of thing. Twitch ad revenue is fucking terrible. If you guys are curious, I could go into that, but obviously I do focus on primarily YouTube. I do both YouTube and Twitch. There's a lot of different things we could look at, like, you know, what's it, the estimated monetized playbacks, which is essentially the playbacks which aren't blocked by ad blocker. So you can see roughly like how many playbacks we get, which is normally better to look at against views, but like 11,000 playbacks when I got, I think, around about 40,000 views that day. In fact, we could even look at that. But yeah, I don't know, maybe this is news to some of you guys, maybe it isn't news to other people, but who would have fucking guessed? The big people in this business make a metric shit ton of money. Sometimes I might come off a bit beggy on my stream, over most of the time I'd like to think that I'm joking, but in all seriousness, I seen DJ Meme Star make a video today saying, you know, don't fall for these people like fucking begging for money. But if you doing your YouTube job right, you should be fine for money. I've saved up money. I have a lot of money in the bank right now. I don't spend my money, which is why I still live with my parents, although I am occasionally in America. But if you know, so desperate that you need to like take money from your fans, I think that's kind of weird, and I don't think it's necessary. You could say I already do that with Twitch, with subscriptions and donations, although pretty much everyone on Twitch has that. But I'd say it's a bit different to actively setting up a Patreon when you literally, I'm not going to name any names, but there's people, like I said, who are bigger than me, who've got like Patreons and shit, making it sound like, hey, I'm starving for money. But in reality, they are doing very well for themselves, making 6 figures, yeah, if not more. But you can see right here, like, this is pretty much like ad block versus non-ad blocks. You can see like on days, 24,000 ad views versus 86,000 views, and obviously the more ad views you're going to get, the more money you're going to get. CPMs and all that kind of shit can vary a lot, but as a whole, you know, I mean, if you look at this, it'll actually tell you your CPM rate right here. Then this isn't how much money I've earned. If I made 100,000 in 5 months, that'd be pretty spicy. This was the best month of my career. I wish I could show you guys more months, but this was 16,000 in one month. By the way, I'm not trying to show off here or something. I'm just, yeah, like, I don't know. Don't feel pressure to, like, give people money on Twitch and shit like that when they've got, like, I mean, I'm not saying don't give bigger streamers money, but it's like people, like, throw money off, like, again, I'm not going to name any names, but off these big streamers as if they like need the money, but in reality, you've got tens of thousands of subscribers. Like, we don't need the money. Like, if you want to give them money and you feel like, you know, they have entertained you and this is your way of giving money back, that's fine and shit. But I've seen a lot of people on like Reddit and shit say like, why do people even give money to these streamers who are like really, really big? It seems fucking stupid. At the end of the day, someone needs to do it, otherwise we can't do it full time. Obviously, I earn this amount of money, but I've done it for 5-6 years almost now, and I didn't used to make this money. But, you know, the bills need to be paid somewhere, otherwise I can't invest all this time and do everything I need to do to make a decent video. Most of my videos are pretty bad, but you know what I mean. But I think that's pretty much it for the segment of the video which I wanted to show you guys in terms of pure ad revenue. Ad revenue varies throughout the year. December's a really good month normally, but right now, you can see, even in the past few days, 6,000, oh not past few days, but past month, 6,200. This is in the period of YouTube where everyone's saying ad revenue is terrible, which it isn't good, but to say it's terrible and to, like, kind of ride that bandwagon and guilt trip people into giving you more money seems kind of deceptive. If you like literally struggling for money and you're not going to be able to continue to do YouTube full time at this point, you shouldn't have been doing YouTube full time in the first place. You are throwing your money at things. Save your money, be smart, don't buy 10 fucking cars, and you'll be fine. But anyway, on to the next thing, which I want to talk about quickly as well. Like I said, I could go into like Twitch and stuff like that if you guys are interested in that, and maybe we could do that. But I wanted to talk a bit about sponsorships as well. I don't know why I'm really disclosing this information. I just think it's kind of interesting, and you guys can get a bit of a behind-the-scenes look at things. You know, it's very interesting. But sponsorships, something most YouTubers and Twitch streamers have. Having multiple revenue incomes is a pretty fucking smart idea. Having t-shirts and having sponsors and maybe something else on the side, doing some sponsored videos here and there, it's a fucking good idea. Sponsored videos pay very well. Around about my size, around about $2,000 per video-ish, $1,500 to $2,000. But I've seen big YouTubers and streamers who do, again, not naming any names, but we do sponsored videos and they're like, oh yeah, I'm doing this to fucking give to my parents or some shit. It's like, you make like fucking 200,000 a year. Like, you just, I don't know, it seems, why can't you just take out your own money, you know, when you make that much money? But I don't do too many sponsored videos. Let's talk about my sponsors. So, as you guys will know, my two sponsors right now are G2A and LML Knives. So, I'll just go on LML Knives first of all. But referral money, it pays very well. This is my total amount of money I've earned with LML Knives in the few months. Oh, I think it's around about, probably like a year, I guess, of promotes LML Knives now. It's definitely slowed down a lot. It's around about like $400 a month now. I used to pay very well. People used to love that shit when it first came out. Like, whew. But, you know, kind of, you get the views, and then once you got the views, you got to convert them. Conversion rate. You got to convert it to ad sales. Got to convert it to t-shirt sales. Got to convert it to, in this case, knife sales through promoting your code and shit like that. It's not, you know, it's not directly taking money from someone. It's giving someone a service in return for their money. So it's not quite as weird as being like, help me on Patreon, guys, please. If you donate $100 or above, I'll show you my tits. You know, but that's pretty spicy. That's pretty spicy. So, you know, stuff like that, it can pay very well. People with G Fuel and shit like that, probably similar to this where it's affiliates and you get a certain amount of the G Fuel. I think G Fuel tastes like piss, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, on to the next sponsor, G2A.com, everyone's favorite sponsor. So this one's a bit of a spicy one, you know. So you can see right here, 24,000 euros. This I've used G2A for around about 2-3 years now. This is Goldmine, which anyone can use. There's my team here, which you can see I've got like 18,000 all like people who have made accounts at the top level. It's like a pyramid scheme, you know. It's pretty sick. A lot of people still give me flack with this, but then I'm still in contract with them. I even made a tweet, which I could show you guys right now, which said, hey, if I get 333 likes, then I will cease my sponsorship with G2A. I'm not going to show it's somewhere over here, whatever. But I was legit going to do it, but didn't get 330 likes, so it's okay. But either way, that's the amount of money I've made from the gold mine to date, and I get paid 2,000 euros a month to promote G2A. Even if YouTube and Twitch died, and I still promote G2A, since I'm in contract with them, I'd still be fine. People need to, like, I don't know, I think you guys can kind of see why I'm making this video. Again, it's not to whap my dick around, it's something a few other YouTubers have done. I've seen, like, Riceco made a video as well, although he, I don't know, he made it sound like it wasn't really that much money when he was making a metric shit ton. But, yeah, if you, if you are begging for the money at this point because ad revenue's down a bit or whatever, like I said, I don't think you should be doing it full time in the first place. These days where I'm getting like really bad ad revenue are days when I'm simply not uploading. These days I am uploading. These days probably not. And since I've been moving the past 3 days, it's been pretty shit as well. But you shouldn't be doing it full time at that point. You shouldn't be fucking guilt tripping people into giving you money. I really, really don't get it. As a YouTuber, I am truly #blessed to earn the money that I do. And I'm happy to see it's mostly through ad revenue. Twitch and YouTube can obviously vary in how much money they're making me at certain points during my career, but most of this money is going to be coming through ad revenue. It's coming through no cost of yours other than watching some ads. And also, I'd say pretty short ads as well. If you aren't too intrusive on YouTube, but it's kind of short, skip them if you want, click them if you want, doesn't really fucking matter, it still pays some money, you know? YouTube pays well no matter what happens. It's going to go down for a bit because of his drama with all the different companies leaving, although let's rant about that for a second, but they are well within their right to leave YouTube if they want. Like, people are guilt tripping them and they're like, oh yeah, look what you're doing, you're ruining people's careers and shit. No, they can fucking withdraw their ads if they want. They can spend whatever they want their marketing budget to go on. I don't want people like upset over that. Like, you can boycott the companies if you want, but don't at them and be like, fuck you. It's stupid. It's childish. You'll also see here something as well, which some of you guys probably know already, but some of the most popular or some of the most ad revenue earning videos will be the longer videos. Main reason, I'd say a lot of people make these like live stream videos where they're like 3 hours long is simply because if it's a longer video, you can put a metric shit ton of ads on it. This video, although it only got, let's have a look, I think like, oh, maybe it got a decent amount of views, I'm really not sure. It got 50,000 views, it earned $650, which is fucking insane. This is one of the reasons why I started this series, and also because people kind of liked it, but, you know, it's an hour and 10 minutes long, but it's got a lot of ads in it, which, again, beyond, you know, I don't think they're that annoying. Like I said in my comments as well, I think a lot of the time, and, you know, I can put ads wherever I want. Some people say, like, oh, yeah, YouTube put ads on it. Like, just turn all the fucking ads off. Like, and then I think YouTube still places ads on it, but, you know, saying like, oh yeah, YouTube placed ads in the middle or whatever, like, a lot of people are just very deceptive with YouTube and Twitch and make it sound like, you know, something's not happening within their control. Like, most things are well within your control. You just kind of want a bit of money. Anyway, I don't really know what I'm ranting about anymore. But hopefully this was an interesting insight. I just wanted to make this video since I got home from America. Didn't want to make too intensive a video, but I know this is a topic of interest for many of you guys, you know. Fucking, how much does Lulu make XD? YouTube leaked, PayPal leaked, all that kind of shit, dude. Like, look at, I mean, not that. And also I said, you know, guys, don't Google these. Look, PsiSyn crying, PsiSyn drunk, fuck off. But PayPal, oh my god, dude. I mean, it doesn't have to, I think I might have like copyright striked the video or some shit, but that video had a lot of views. It did have a lot of views. It doesn't anymore. But people who are curious about how much people make, there you go. There's my personal experiences. People will undoubtedly lose money during this time where ads aren't as good as they used to be. But it'll go up, it'll go down. It's pretty normal when you're relying on an income which you can't kind of guarantee. It's going to happen. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and all good stuff. Feel free to leave your epic meme comments in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. And if you got any more questions, just leave it and I'll see what I can help you guys with. Peace.